Schimmin, and we've got our cameraman Randy Singleton behind the camera, and we are NACNEWS. Welcome back to NACNEWS.
North Angie's track team, coming off the state title win last year, is looking to repeat their season.
Yes, and John did a story over it, so let's watch that now.
Track and field is a sport that you can either run or throw depending on your strengths. At Worth County, our boys got their highest team placing at 3rd overall. The next track meets that are coming up are the GRC Conference meet on May 1st at St. Joe Christian, and district sectionals and state are on the next 3 Saturdays after that. The coaches this year for high school are head coach Wade Bryson, assistant coach Kevin Schultz, and for the middle school is head coach Jonathan Schoonover and assistant coach Kelly Seibert. What is the best place you've gotten this year?
We got first in the 4x1, and I got first in the 200 also.
What is your goal for this year?
To make it to state in a relay team and maybe an open event too.
What events are you doing?
The mile.
What is your best time/distance?
7 minutes and 42 seconds.
What is the best time or distance you have?
So my best time in the 400 is 1 minute, 26 seconds, and my best distance in discus is 64 feet.
What is your goal this year?
My goal this year is to place in discus and get 15 seconds in the 100 so I can actually run it at track meet.
What events are you doing?
I'm doing the 100, 200, long jump, and the 4x1.
What is the best place you've gotten this year?
Pretty sure I got 3rd in the last track meet that we just went through yesterday at Mound City.
Here we go. Jacob, what events are you doing?
I'm in the 4x8, the high jump, the open 800, and the 4x4.
What is your goal for this year?
Some of my goals for this year would be making state in high jump and hopefully win. Place top 3 would be awesome, and make it in 3 events would be cool too.
Okay. Mr. Bryson, how has the season been this year?
The track season's been great. So far, we're just focusing on improving every meet that we go to, and our end goal is to perform at our highest level next week when districts rolls around.
What are your best events in the season so far?
We've got a pretty solid overall team, so we got a lot of good events. I'd say some of our highlight events include the high jump. We've got 2 guys who consistently are towards the top of the high jump. Also our distance runs. Kiefer Stevie's been a beast in the mile and the 2 mile this year, and Ryan Wilmus is right behind him. And then last, I think our sprints. So in the boys side, we've had some really good sprinters this year.
What places what has the team gotten overall?
We haven't won a meet yet this year. We've been trying, but several of the meets we attend have 15 to 25 teams at them, and we've consistently on the boys side finished in the top 3 to 5 teams. So we are competing at a high level. In the girls side, we're getting better each time. I think our last meet in St. Joe Christian, we beat a couple teams, which is exciting.
Any memorable moments from the events this year?
I think my most memorable moment so far this year is we added a new assistant coach this year. His name's Kevin Schultz, and track athlete at Northwest. And one day at practice, I was working with some of the runners coming out of the blocks, and I look across the track, and I see Coach Schultz front flipping 6'2". And for those of you who don't know, 5'10" to 6 foot, just normal high jump would win most track meets around here. And Coach Schultz was over there front flipping that, and that was pretty crazy. It was an entertaining moment for sure.
What are your goals for this year's track team?
Goals, I like to keep things pretty simple. I'm really just focused on, at the end of the year, I want my athletes to be better people and better track athletes than they were at the start of the year. If we just focus on small improvements, things like making it to state or getting a medal at state or possibly getting out of districts, things like that will take care of itself.
Where is district track and sectional track being held?
Okay, so district track is a week from Saturday, and it's at West Platte, I believe. And then sectional track is the Saturday after that, and it's at Chillicothe. So 2 new locations this year.
Okay. There we go.
Thanks, man.
Whoa, what the heck was that, Cameron? Is that a mallard?
That was a darn tootin' turkey. I done did a story over that. Let's watch that now.
Turkey hunting is a very popular pastime in the state of Missouri. Spring turkey season has begun, and these are the dates all you hunters need to watch for. Youth season started on the 7th and ended on the 9th. Regular season starts on April 17th and lasts until May 7th. Adult males, toms or jake, are very large and dark with a bare red and blue head. Females or hens have a tuft of hair-like feathers, also known as a beard, in the middle of their breast. Females are smaller and less iridescent. Turkeys are the most famous for their gobbling.
Turkey hunting is not the only exciting thing going on this month. I think Tyler did a story over prom.
Yes, I did. Let's watch that now.
This year, prom was a bit different than past years. One reason is prom is changing locations. In past years, prom has been in the elementary gym. This year, we have changed to the Northwest Missouri State University ballroom. After prom, we'll still be at the school, though. This year, the theme of prom is A Night in Paris. The prom committee consists of 13 different juniors, such as Mac, Maddie, Shay, Ariel, Lance, Caleb, Kaylee, Aiden, Brooke, Ryan, Kirsten, Athea, and Kyla. Then this year, the sophomore attendants are Drake, Logan, Emily, and Faith. So during prom, King and Queen were announced. The winners were John Miller and Danielle Atkins.
What are you doing?
Dude, I'm practicing for the Scholar Bowl trials tonight.
Didn't John do a story over that?
Yeah, let's watch that now.
Scholar Bowl is a competition where students test their knowledge against other students on various subjects. The students this season that were involved in Scholar Bowl were Mason Arnold, Jonathan Chittum, Tyler Davis, Tucker Graham, Callie Smith, Wyman Wheeler, Trevor Madison, Braden Brinks, and Braden Brinks. Some scores from this year are 540 for North Andrew to 340 for Stanberry. 560 for North Andrew, 650 against St. Joe Christian. Overall, conference records were 7-3. The team tied for the first in their conference pod with St. Joe Christian and King City. King City won on a tiebreaker. The team saw individual accolades this season. Tyler and Mason made all conference, and Tyler, Mason, and Jonathan made all district. What is the most memorable moment in Scholar Bowl?
Getting third at state.
What is your specialty in Scholar Bowl?
My specialty is art. A lot of art. I love looking at art and knowing who painted what.
What is your most memorable moment in Scholar Bowl?
Most memorable moment this year is placing 6th in the district with Jonathan Chittum.
What advice do you have for future Scholar Bowl students?
Study hard. Miss Archer is going to love you if you study all the time.
Okay, Jonathan, what is your specialty in Scholar Bowl?
Definitely math and science.
What is your most memorable moment in Scholar Bowl?
Last year, probably going to state, rooming with Mason and the other seniors now this year, and probably just being there. The atmosphere was terrific.
How well do you think the students did?
I was happy with how they did this year because I had 3 students who played quite a bit who had never really gotten to play much for the varsity level last year. They really stepped up, they worked hard, and they represented their school as best they could.
What is your most memorable moment from Scholar Bowl this year?
This year, probably whenever we started going to the GRC schools and they really had kind of underestimated us and we were able to meet them on in their own school, so that was fun.
I got a trivia question for you, Cameron.
What's that?
Where is Michael Porter Jr. going to school?
New Mexico?
No, that's not right. But I did a story over it, so let's play it.
The University of Missouri basketball team just got a whole lot better with the addition of a 5-star recruit, Michael Porter Jr. Porter was originally from Columbia, Missouri. He moved out to Seattle, Washington to play basketball at Nathan Hale High School. He was verbally committed to Washington State University to play basketball. He was the top recruit in the nation. Washington State fired their head coach, and this upset Michael Porter Jr., so he then asked if he could withdraw his verbal commitment. His dad, Michael Porter Sr., got a job at Missouri as the assistant basketball coach, so Michael Porter Jr. decided to follow his dad and commit to the University of Missouri. Mizzou's basketball team has not done very well in the past few years, so Porter decided to use his popularity to try to attract some other recruits. Michael Porter Jr. so far has talked to Blake Harris, and he has gave a verbal commitment to Mizzou. Mizzou also had 5-star recruit Kevin Knox visit, but he has decided to push back the date on which he decides on where he is going. C.J. Roberts was also one of the recruits that signed, but he decided to sign before Michael Porter's decision. So overall, Michael Porter Jr. is dreaming to win a national title. He is hoping these new recruits can help him accomplish this goal. Michael Porter Jr. said, "My goal is to win a national championship. I feel like if you don't dream too high, then you're not dreaming big enough. So my goal is a championship."
Man, Tyler, what are you watching?
I'm watching the video from the trip we had last week, dude.
Yeah, that was the most memorable moment of my life. I have a story over that. Let's watch that now.
The NACNEWS team took a field trip to KQ2 and swung by and took a tour of the Walter Cronkite Memorial, Missouri Western. There were a total of 4 people on the trip: Cameron, Tyler, John, and Mr. Wiedmer. The boys began their journey to the big town of St. Joe around 10 o'clock in the morning. They drove to KQ2, and Alan Van Zandt gave them their tour of their fantastic studio. We learned how they wrote their stories and even got to witness them getting a phone call about their opening story on their broadcast. After their tour, the boys headed to Buffalo Wild Wings to eat lunch. Cameron and Mr. Wiedmer got the pleasure of getting their food for free, but Tyler and John, well, they were not so lucky. After lunch, they headed down to Missouri Western and got their tour from Amanda of the Walter Cronkite Memorial. After their tour, they spoke with one of the head news team directors at Missouri Western. After their talk, the boys ended their trip and began the long, dreaded trip back home.
John Miller, my rap star killer.
Dude, what the heck are you singing?
I'm singing about John Miller.
What?
Well, he's leaving this month, and I'm just thinking back on all the good times we had together.
Yeah, John is graduating this month, and it'll be our last time with us. But tune in next month whenever we recap all the best stories of the year.
NACNEWS out.